Welcome back, folks. It's some more Edna and Harvey.
Hi there.
Tickets, please.
Shove the ticket up your pee-hole, asshole.
Tickets? I don't even see a train.
That's because there is no train.
So what do I need a ticket for? It doesn't make sense.
Hold your horses. The ticket is for the laundry lift system, of course. The laundry lift goes through the whole house. There are stops in the basement, on the second floor, and here, on the first floor.
I want to buy a ticket, please.
That's a good one. Tickets are highly sought-after items in this house. There are only a handful available, and you'll be getting one only after hell freezes over.
What's the problem with that nervous guy in the corner over there?
Don't pay attention to him. I've been yelling at him to stop being so nervous all the time. But do you think he'll listen to me?
Get him a bucket to piss in.
Who is in possession of a ticket, if you don't mind telling me?
There are lots of tickets in circulation. Mr. Frock has one. He holds a season ticket, and he's our most frequent customer, which means he lives in the laundry lift. Professor Knock has another ticket. He often visits his Peruvian amber mines, meaning the ones found on the ground floor. Aloman has the third ticket. I'm considering withdrawing it. He doesn't use it according to the rules.
Okay. And who else owns a ticket? You said there are many tickets circulating.
Yes, why? Isn't that a lot?
Whose turn is it next?
Number 2 will be next.
And who is number 2?
You'd better ask them that yourself. I'm not giving any information about passengers.
Maybe the man would be less nervous if you stopped yelling at him.
What? You mean he acts like that because of me? Now that is... Hey, you! You'd better act as if I wasn't here! Otherwise, I'll come over there, and then it's ass-whooping time!
Ass-whooping time, son.
Hi there.
Tickets, please.
Your system is totally illogical.
The system is as airtight as a submarine. It's always the
Airtight as
next
Edna's
person
butthole.
in line who's up.
But it's my turn now.
In that case, it should be easy to show me your ticket.
Is there any way that someone besides the 3 people you mentioned can use the laundry lift? I mean, what about, say, ticket number 4?
Don't give me this modern mumbo-jumbo. We use the good old traditional numbers here. 1, 2, and, well, the third one. The one which is neither 1 nor 2.
Alrighty then. You're a complete idiot. This phone seems to be missing a major
A
component.
payphone! Finally! I can call my lawyer. If only I could remember his number. Doesn't matter. It's broken anyway. The receiver's missing. So much expression with so few lines. A masterpiece. Poetic and depressing at the same time. Somebody has swiped all the cushions from this sofa.
Who's this guy talking to? He's got the damn phone.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hold on a second. Yes? Do you want anything in particular?
Can I borrow your telephone?
Absolutely not. This phone is my lifeline. I don't dare think about what could happen if I was unavailable. Just imagine me putting that thing away for a minute. When my wife is shouting, "Look, Brucey, it's a boy," for example. Or worse still, imagine, during that brief distraction, when I look over to my wife, my stock portfolio goes into free fall. I would lose millions because I hadn't been on the phone just for a tiny little instant. One moment of carelessness, and my whole life is in ruins.
Can you get off the phone for a sec?
Certainly not. That's my broker on the line. We're talking millions here.
We're talking complete moron here.
You don't happen to know a way out of here, do you?
No, but you don't want to get out of here, believe me. The world outside is a cruel place. Mistakes you make out there have real consequences. You could lose millions of dollars. Let's say only because you were distracted for tiny little moment. When your wife is shouting, "Look, Brucey, it's a boy," for example. That kind of guilt will haunt you for the rest of your life.
Not really important. Go on with your phone call.
I was planning to do that anyway. Hello? You still there?
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
Stop that! I need to know how this ends. Stop that! I need to know how this ends.
They become extinct.
Hello? Hey, you don't have to hide from me.
How can I be sure? You could be a velociraptor in disguise.
I'm Edna.
I am Professor Knock. Pleased to meet you.
What are you doing back there?
I am doing research in the field of paleontology.
Behind the armchair?
Where else would I be? You won't find a prehistoric skeleton lying in the middle of the room. It would have been recovered a long time ago.
That makes sense. Are you one of those mad scientists?
I beg your pardon? Who do you think you are? The youth nowadays. They see a man with white hair crouching behind an armchair in an asylum, and they jump to the mad scientist stereotype at once.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. May I please change the channel?
By no means. I need to know how this ends. The fate of mankind depends on it.
The dinosaurs become extinct.
That can't be. They're just pretending to lull us into a false sense of security. I wonder what they're up to. Are they secretly planning to melt the polar ice caps? You
guy's a
can
fucking
change the
idiot.
channel. I need to make preparations.
Changing the channel.
Welcome to the Stock Exchange News. This is about two things and two things only: buying and selling.
Great. Out of the frying pan and into the fire. Hello, Professor.
Attack of the pterosaurs! Oh, it's just you. Hello, Edna.
Can I borrow your ticket for the laundry lift?
Don't be preposterous. I can't do that. I've got to get to my Peruvian amber mines to recover dino DNA.
That's too bad. How's research coming along?
Quite satisfactorily. The only things missing are a couple of dino genes. For my secret breeding program, if you get my drift.
That sounds exciting. How does one breed dinos?
Oh, do come on. Everybody knows that. Ah, dinosaurs hatch from occlusions in amber.
Do you know anything about Dr. Marcel?
More than most. Did you know that he has a dark secret?
I knew it.
And a
I
tiny
knew
penis
it.
as well.
Yes. He's breeding dino-human hybrids in his secret facility on Jupiter.
No, I didn't know that. I'll drop by again later.
If the world still exists, then, is what you mean to say.
Yeah, give or take 10 minutes. I'll leave that on now. It's all trash anyway.
Welcome to the Stock Exchange News. This is about two things and two things only: buying and selling.
We should get Brucey in here. He might be interested.
Hello? Hello? Bye.
What's that? Buy?
Bye.
Buy?
Bye.
Buy? Wouldn't you recommend selling eventually?
Look, Brucey, it's a boy.
What? What?
Just a joke.
A joke? Oh no. Not again. The phone call! Hello? You still there? What's that? What? Lost everything? Not again! Okay. I understand. Alright. Later. Didn't you want to make a phone call? Here. You can keep the phone.
Thanks, Brucey. Moron.
I'd have to be a telecommunications engineer in order to fix that. Empty. Empty. Hello? No operator, which is really no surprise. The receiver's missing after all. Empty. A payphone! Finally! If only... doesn't matter. It's broken anyway. What was that? Hey! There's a coin in there! Hey!
Pick it up, you douche.
Change!
This guy thinks he's a fucking bee.
Hello, B-Man.
Hello, stranger woman.
You can call me Edna.
You can call me Rebecca, the relentless revenger from Reno.
As you wish, Rebecca.
Why are you locked up here? You seem to be wise and balanced.
I have a theory. I think it has something to do with my clothes. Men in bee suits have a bad reputation.
It's bullshit. I wear a bee suit everywhere.
Why are you wearing a bee suit?
To show solidarity with other men in bee suits. To open the world market for the insectoid garment. As conceptual performance
I wear a ladybug
satire.
costume.
To boycott the fashion industry. And finally, to
This
express
party.
my admiration for those hard-working honey collectors.
Admit it. You lost a wager.
I lost a wager.
Are you drawing anything in particular, B-Man?
Are you drawing anything in particular?
I'm still waiting for inspiration. A sip of coffee would surely be of help, but I'm ashamed because of my allergy.
That's nothing to be ashamed of.
My allergy leads to an overproduction of earwax.
Oh. Where do you think the bad reputation of the bee look stems from?
There's no question about that. The media. Men in bee suits are generally represented as the laughing stock. And the main culprit? Children's animated films. Animation movie authors are basically mounting a campaign against us. The Mexican in The Simpsons, Charlie Brown in Peanuts, or Bumblebee from Transformers. Men in bee suits are the clowns of the media.
You know, way out of
Do
here.
you know a way out of here?
A speedy mental recovery comes to mind. That, of course, almost never happens. Maybe that's because the criteria of mental health are subject to Dr. Marcel's judgment. And to be honest, who would admit to his own customers that their demand has been fulfilled?
That's quite cynical for someone in a bee suit.
I'll say.
Anyway, some of us loonies use the old laundry lift system. The unauthorized changing of floors is possible that way. The laundry lift to freedom is yet to be built.
Why do you have such big ears?
All the better to eat you with. And as a valve for my exceptionally high output of earwax, I'm afraid.
Exceptionally high output of earwax?
I got that.
Yuck!
Yes, it is no picnic.
Except I get
I don't
butt
think it
wax.
should be used in the same context as picnic at all.
This overproduction is some kind of an allergic reaction with me. I'm allergic to hot beverages. I could still use a good cup of coffee right now.
Stick a cup of coffee up your ass.
I'll be going then.
Go ahead.
All right, B-Man. Let's explore more with Edna and her little pet bunny Harvey. Oh, we got a bar here. Nothing like a bar at the insane asylum. With some foosball. Shit, yeah, I love foosball.
Hey, don't touch that. That's the only spoon I could find in the whole house.
Fuck you, Baldy. I need that spoon.
Barkeep, one drink, please.
I'll be with you in a minute. I'm still serving this gentleman here.
But he already has a drink.
Don't tell me my job.
Hey, you. Is there something wrong with you?
Something wrong doesn't even begin to describe it. It's my 40th birthday today. Yet one more year, one more decade on the odometer. My life really can't get much worse.
You have a bipolar disorder, right?
The doc calls it that. Yeah.
And what do you call it?
I call it Peter.
I call it Dick.
I could try to cheer you up a little.
You might as well try. I don't see how that could make things worse.
So, this man walks into the docks. Well, the man is approximately your age, so that's old. The doc says, Peter, you won't be around much longer.
That wasn't the whole joke, was it?
What joke? I only wanted to gently prepare you for what's coming soon.
This is not exactly encouraging.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I tried.
At least you're still alive. That doesn't go without saying at your age, you know? You're entering a phase in your life where the only way is down. The good times won't return. And you might as well forget
Edna's not
about
very
all
good at
the
the cheering up thing, as you can
achievements
see.
you haven't made by now. You've missed that boat, Peter. From this point on, it's going to get permanently worse. I've lost the thread just now. What was I driving at?
You wanted to cheer me up.
Oh, yeah, right. At least, You've got your health. Still, the decline will happen inevitably.
Bitch.
You might as well be happy that at least the machine is still ticking away satisfactorily. Because that's what the body basically is. Not much more than a machine. And every machine ends up in a junkyard eventually. Of course, there's a long phase where you try to keep it running. A little fix here, a little repair there, but still, it's inevitable. It's better to not even try. No machine is designed to last forever, and you need to recognize the point where it's merely a nuisance to all. I've lost the thread just now. What was I driving at?
You wanted to cheer me up.
Oh yeah, right. I give up. You're simply too hard a nut to crack.
Thanks for your help.
Don't mention it. I'd better leave you alone in your despair.
Right. Why should anyone want to keep me company?
You're right. I don't know either.
Ooh, a cup from the floor.
Coffee.
It's not for you, Edna. It's for the Bee-Man.
Here, I've brought you a cup of coffee.
How considerate of you.
Pretty sure he just squirted earwax into that cup. Yep, he did. Alright, folks. That wraps it up for this video. We'll see you next time with some more Edna and Harvey. Thanks for watching.